What if one of the fastest growing economies in the world is actually built on a fragile illusion? What if behind the factories, the exports, the billions in investment, there's a system that could break at any moment? Vietnam is rising faster than almost any country on earth. But something doesn't add up. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. The incredible rise. In just a few decades, Vietnam went from one of the poorest countries in the world to a global manufacturing powerhouse. Companies are pouring billions into the country, exports are exploding, and millions have escaped poverty. But beneath this incredible success story, there's a deeper system at work, a system most people don't understand. And today, we're going to break it down, from poverty to power. To understand Vietnam's rise, you need to go back just a few decades. After years of war, the country was devastated. The economy was broken. People were poor, extremely poor. In the late 1980s, Vietnam's income per person was among the lowest in the world. But then, everything changed. The government introduced a policy called Doi Moi, which literally means renovation. It was a simple idea: open the economy, allow private businesses, welcome foreign investment, and let the market do its work. The economic miracle. And it worked. Between 1990 and today, Vietnam's economy grew at nearly 7% per year. According to the World Bank, more than 40 million people were lifted out of poverty. Exports surged to over $900 billion annually. And global giants rushed in. The real system. But here's where things get interesting. Vietnam didn't grow like a typical economy. It built a very specific system. A system that looks like this. Foreign companies bring money. They build factories. They import parts from other countries. Vietnamese workers assemble the final product. And then, those products are exported to the world. Let's simplify it. Imagine this like a pizza business. Another country makes the dough. Another makes the cheese. Another makes the toppings. Vietnam puts it all together and sells the final pizza, the hidden limit. This model is incredibly powerful because it creates jobs, attracts investment, and grows exports quickly. But it also creates a hidden problem because Vietnam isn't making the most valuable parts, it's just assembling them. Something doesn't add up. And this is where things start to get strange. Because in 2025, Vietnam's economy grew by over 8%. That's extremely fast. But electricity usage, it only grew by around 5%. The warning sign. Now that might not sound important, but it's actually a huge red flag. Because in a real industrial economy, more production means more energy, more factories, more electricity. But in Vietnam, that relationship is breaking, which suggests something unusual. The growth might not be as deep as it looks. The hidden dependency. Here's the truth most people miss. Vietnam looks like it's replacing China. But it's not. It's actually depending on it. The global supply chain. Most of the parts used in Vietnamese factories come from China. Chips, displays, machinery, industrial materials. In fact, Vietnam imports hundreds of billions of dollars worth of goods from China every year. The real structure. So the system looks like this. China produces the high-value components. Vietnam assembles the final product. And the West buys it. This means Vietnam isn't replacing China. It's extending China's supply chain. And that creates a serious risk. Because if that chain breaks, Vietnam's entire model is affected. If you're enjoying this breakdown, subscribe for more deep financial documentaries like this. Because what we're about to uncover next is even more important. Two economies. Vietnam's growth is not happening evenly. It's split into two different worlds. On one side, you have foreign companies, massive factories, global supply chains, and huge exports. These companies generate nearly 75% of Vietnam's exports, the local struggle. But on the other side, you have local businesses, and they're struggling to keep up. In fact, domestic exports have actually declined in some years. This creates what economists call a two-track economy. One fast, one slow, one global, one local. The debt risk. Now let's talk about something even more dangerous. Debt. Vietnam's economy is heavily driven by credit. Banks are lending aggressively. In 2025 alone, credit grew by nearly 19%. That pushed the country's credit to GDP ratio to around 146%, which is extremely high for a developing economy. The domino effect, and much of this money is going into real estate and large companies. Think of it like this. If the economy slows down and property prices fall, that debt becomes a problem. The energy crisis. And then there's the biggest bottleneck of all, electricity. Vietnam's growth depends on factories. Factories depend on power, but the power supply is struggling to keep up. According to the World Bank, power shortages have already caused billions in losses, and over 100 projects are still delayed. The next phase. Vietnam knows all of this, and now it's trying to evolve. The goal is simple: move from assembly to innovation. The real challenge. But that's much harder than it sounds, because it requires better education, stronger local companies, more advanced industries, and most importantly, less dependence on others. Vietnam's rise is real, but so are its risks. From the outside, it looks unstoppable. But underneath, it's a system still in transition. The next phase won't be about growth. It will be about survival and transformation. If you want to understand how money really moves in the world, subscribe to Money Matrix, because the next story might be even bigger than this one.